So yeah, so let's start the conversation. And what I will work accordingly. Um, Let me know if you all able to see the screen. Okay, I need
Yes,
to
we can.
I need to see. This admin option is killing me. uh, I, I need 30 seconds. I need to switch to different machines so that I can admit all while I'm doing that. Okay. So just a small intervention, 30 seconds. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. We can hear you. Amresh,
Okay. So
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll reach home in 15 minutes. Then I'll connect to laptop, but I'll be on mute. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I'm just setting up this machine. I think I'm done there. I'm going to switch over to the screen here so that I can run both in parallel. So here, let me share the screen. Um, Hope you're able to see the screen. So I think a lot of people might have a lot of questions. And the way I like to organize this call is I will quickly walk you through some high level, points, like the some high level overview of the GenZTrade. I think some people here might have seen this before, or maybe I mean you have most of you already part of the GenZ in a way. You all had access somehow. So I'm going to walk you the very high level so that you can get the the content, the platform overview. Then we can go in details and we'll try to address all of your questions that you have. Okay, my goal here is to make sure that you find this platform more suitable to your need and you understand all the functionality that we have. It has been successful in many different way. I've been using this platform for almost 2 year, and I was using only for myself, and then I just make it available for others. But there's so many alerts that comes in as you have seen there, right? But I will tell you how best you can use the system. I mean, if you use the system, definitely you know you can hit some of your targets, that whatever you have, your personal goals. So you can access the application GenZTrade.ai. That's your URL. I think everyone have access to that. There is something called a bot. The bot is sitting in almost every screen. I designed this. The way I put this bot is, at least there are so many trading term that we are using, like the VBAP, or gap up, or lower high or higher low. There's so many terms that, yeah, that is familiar only to the traders, that is not not familiar to the people who doesn't know much of trading. So this bot is been trained with all kind of data, that all kind of algorithm trade that being utilized to build the system. So this bot is trained with that. So any question you have, you can go in here and ask the question to the bot, and the bot is available almost in all the screen. Okay, so that's the bot. There are a section called docs on the top. Okay, there are I definitely encourage you to spend like 5 minutes. Like each video is like 2 minutes, 2 minute 30 second, 3 minute, 1.5 minutes. I try to keep it low so that you won't be get bored. So at least I would, whenever you get some time and you are, what are the platform you're using, and if you get confused, I would say go back to the docs and watch this 2 minute video. At least that will give you at least something. You won't be lost in the way. So at least you have something that you can play around and look into this. Okay, so this is your doc section. The login section, it is tied up to your Google. You can put your username, password. You can remember sign up, and whatever the username, password you did for the sign up, you can use that, or you can just continue with the Google, and that will let you in to the system. Okay. Now the system has roughly 7 different platform. The system has roughly 7 or 8 different platform. And the way I build the platform in a way that it is 4 different type of traders that I understand. Some traders who doesn't have lots of trading background, like they are really fresh, they are really new, they want to try out something. So the way, so they're like early stage of trading. So for them, I try to build I design the spotlight in a way that can help them to take a quicker decision on their trading journey. Then one is something like medium level, one is like expert level, one is like extremely, to the ultra ultra level in the trading. So there are 4 different stage, and if you sign up as a first package, like there is something called, the trader. If you sign up to the trader package, you will have access only to the spotlight here. This is the only page that you have access to. And there are so much of functionality here. I mean, I probably you can always see them, browse them through. There is something called hit rate floor, right? Like, if you put 65%, 75%, it filters all the alert comes with the scoring. So you can see, if you want to filter a specific way that you like to do, so you can have the filter. And so there are the system fire around 200 alerts. Why the system fire 200 alerts is because I'm not manually scanning a ticker. I have around 56 algorithm. I have around 16 different gate. So whenever, and I'm scanning all the stocks that are S&P 500, like top 500 stocks, plus all the stocks which is $70 billion above valuation, right? I'm scanning those 6 to 700 stocks at every second with those 56 algorithm. And whenever a stock meet those algorithm, then it has to pass through those 16 gate. Then an alert comes in to the screen. So when you do that manually, you really need to the trading view, and you see the chart. You need to watch the news, then you can take a decision. But as the system is scanning almost like 6, 700, 800 stocks at every second, it generates that many alert. Um, because it's not manual, right? Now in the spotlight, you will have maximum up to 15 alert that will display at any point of time. Okay. So the first one is the day trading. Day trading are the one which comes with 2 days window. Like, because then alert can come at any time. So you buy today and you wait. I mean, if you hit the target is good, or it is make, so like let's consider snow, right? If you see the snow, there are some thing that there are multiple flag in the sticker, right? So the day trade are for 2 days window, right? And it's a long, which means the stock has all the indication to go up, right? That's the long is going up. So if you see the snowflake as an example, the entry is 327 and the target is 332. Is a $5 gap up, $5 stock that will go up, and there's 88% conviction score based on the technical analysis, based on all the data that we gather at that moment when it's fired. It says that it is 88% chances that the stocks can hit from 327 to 332, and right now it's 330. So that means it hit it. We are already in a positive side because it made some gain. It's already $3 up, but it's $2 left to go to the hit the target, right? So this is like for the initial traders, who doesn't have a lot of background, and I think they can go in, they can follow the ticker, and they can click on open details, like a little bit of understanding on the chart. Because my goal here, the way I design, the way I build a platform, is I want to bring enough information to a trader so that they can take the right decision. Because you're playing with the money, right? And if the trade can go wrong and you may lose the money, so I am trying to get enough information, enough gates, so that at least it'll help you to take the right decision to take a trade or not. Like, it's absolutely on your decision, but you need to decide, like, is this something aligned to you? So this is for the long, right? And it's a day trade. That means you need to hold for 1 or 2 days to hit the target. There is something called scroll down, and there's a 5 trade you can see at a time to day trading here. I kept it 5 because people get overwhelmed. Like, "Ah, there are so many alerts. What should I do? I have a less budget. What should I do?" So I try to show like 5, 5, 5. So that's why you're saying 5 allotted max on the day trading. The swing trading is a multi-day setup, right? It says that it typically 3 to 7 days. That means you buy today and you wait for 2 days, 1 day, or 3 days, or 4 days for the stock to hit. For to hit the target. If you take an example, SCHW here, Charles Schwab, and it alerted 107, target is 108. Because see, this is Charles Schwab is very healthy, stock. It is like different setup. So I mean, that calculation that is just, $1 go up, but, people, you can take option. A lot of people take an option based on this, take an option if you're, option player. Otherwise, just, take the stock 107, take 10 stocks and go to 108 and sell it. That kind of, is in swing trading. Then the third one is long stock. Long stocks are something, it has 3 to 6 weeks of target window. You buy today and you wait for this to hit in 3 to 6 weeks. As an example, AMD, the earning came out like a couple of days before. It pushed down to 483. Right now it's $483. It's saying within 3 to 6 weeks of window, it has looked into all the metrics, the data, the sentiment about AI, and it looked into all the technical analysis and all of them. It's saying that it can hit 555 within next 3 to 6 weeks, and there's a 90% conviction score, right? So this is where you see the AMD. So the three options, right? Three options, one for day trading, one for swing trading, and one for the long. And these are some of the options that come up, and that's like alpha users can see that, when something come up, because the system keeps scanning. There is some additional gates, long calls, option call that is not for, day trading, and not for the spotlight users. But normally if the alpha users are on the spotlight, they can see something here as well. It kind of trying to filter more data, but they have access to the option. So that is a spotlight, which is the trader subscription people. And then this is the workbench. The workbench is for the people who are on the workbench is at the people for who are on the pro subscription. Okay, so I'm sure like we have looked into this, but I think I want to call out few things here. Um, every day, see, market sentiment change, market go in either direction. Any news comes up, the market can change in all the different direction. And before the US market open, the market go through all the Asia Europe market is over by the time. So there are a lot of news that happen which can influence the US market. So I encourage people to, before you start your day, I start my day trading at 8:30, right? But at 7:30 I come in and I'm looking to the briefing, because I want to see what happened in the market, during, while we were sleeping, right? So, if you see that, it tell you that risk on, like today's bias, it's like, okay, green, risk on is like, yeah, okay, there's a risk you can take on. And it's telling you what happened in the pre-market before the market open. What is the value of the Bitcoin, if the Bitcoin goes up or down, or if the future is up and down, because this is all giving all the information, right? And you see there's a top catalyst, right? It's telling you energy is the big sector. When Iran war was happening, you see that energy is the strongest sector, right? But now the last 3 days war is over, so now energy is weak. That means do not buy energy sector, do not buy Valero, do not buy any of the energy sector, because they're down, right? But the money, that means energy is going down. No one has interest on the energy stocks, right? All the oil and gas. But if a lot of people are moving the money from here to here, the semi, like your Nvidia gone crazy off today. Nvidia was strongest sector. So if you would have spent 5 minutes before market open, think about if you would come in before market, and market open 8:30 central. So you come in, if you spend 5 minutes here, you have a feeling, or you got some indication that I will not spend any money on the gas companies, right? I should i should focus more on the semi sector, because semi sector is strongest, and it has all kind of bias and things, right? So a 5 minute spending on this screen It helps you a lot to make a lot of more money because you know which stock sector is strong and you can buy in. And these are the top news that happen throughout the day. And only this is like highly filtered news. It's not all the news that comes in. The news that is filtered news, that is really having impact on the stock. So if you see that gold went up really good, last 2 days. A lot of news coming in. Yes, today it just went down a little bit, but yesterday it was crazy up. And if you were to open on the pre-market yesterday, right? You already know that gold is going up today, so you should have buy a new GT, you should have buy GLD, or you should have buy those. So spending 5 minutes here, will give you so much of indication and decision way so that you can take the right decision to what stock you need to invest on. So spend 5 minutes on here. Second is macro. This is something, as you know that US has lots of data. We got labor report, we got FOMC, we got unemployment claim. Any of the data that comes in every day, that has a huge impact to the market. So at least you know what news coming in, so that you will be well prepared. That okay, if there's a news coming in at the morning, today 7, right? Unemployment rate come in. Unemployment rate come in. This is 8:30 Eastern, so which is 7:30 Central. And if you would if you're a trader, if you would notice today, morning report came in at 7:30, and the market 7:30 to 7:45 in the pre-market, it went crazy up. Okay, so a lot of people, what they do, they come in, they see the report that coming in, and they prepare. I mean, I'm talking the pre-market. They prepare. The moment the news flash in 7:30, the news come in, the market going to react. It go to bullish or bearish. So people are all ready, and the moment they are in, so whoever purchased at 7:30, I'm talking about the extreme trader. Like I do a lot of trading. I am focused. So at 7:30, my screens are open, and when I see the report 7:30 comes in, I say buy, 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 buy. Like I have multiple windows open as a pre-market. I bought it, and by 8:20, 8:15, 8:20, 8:15 before market open, I sold all of them. Okay, then again I waited at 8:30. What should I do? Because market, that spike that happened, you know, pre-market, that happened at 7:30, 8:20. You can make lots of money in the duration if you're a little bit focused. Then when the market open, it people start making profit and it goes down and up, and things change, right? So 8:30 is real market that you can do trade in different way. But these data can help you, how you can take decisions on macro. uh, this is like analyze. Some people doesn't have a lot of time, they go office, you have a less time, so you don't know, you got some indication that I want to, okay, so you got some analysis here that there is some stock that is coming in that has a buy or multiple flag, right? So before you buy, you can search it here like AMD. You want to analyze. The analyze, it looks so many factor, right? Look at, it looking all the technical analysis here. You see that it doing a lot of technical analysis data. It looked into all the news. It looked into the sentiment. It looks into sympathy. It looks into the option flow, like big players, how they move the money around AMD. So they looked into all this data, right? And this hold and wait, it coming in, scanning all this data and giving you the data. Okay, you should hold, wait, or you should buy right now, right? So there is two type of trading. One is short term, like you're looking for a day. One is scalper, you're looking for minutes. One for few days, and one for 3 to 6 weeks. So this is an indication of like a midterm, like I'm not going too extreme, like within a week of time, is saying it's a hold and wait. But but the lot of sympathy that are going off, like all of the other stocks, like all the AI related stocks, I would wait, and probably when the market picked up, the moment it started picking up, I will go for that, right? That's like analyze on a stock. Then, and before I go into this, so you see, right now the market is closed, it's research more, that's fine. You see this, all the news that flash here, which is good. Breaking events, right? This is very important for a lot of traders. Right now, it doesn't show because the market is closed, but normally in the breaking events, it tell you where the money is rolling over. Like if you see that, that today the weakness is the oil and gas. So money is flowing from oil and gas. It is going into your semi sector, right? So the money is moving from oil and gas energy sector to the semi sector. So every day during the trading hour, the breaking events, will tell you where the money is flowing in. So you know what is the strongest trend for the day, and you can go in and just focus on those stock, right? That's like a breaking even. And when are the stocks, I mean, if you see the PLTR, it was pretty crazy up. If you are on the momentum scanner today, PLTR was printed like 10 times. It given a lot. PLTR, PLTU, SMCI, NVIDIA, they all printed really good. If you are on that, because momentum scanner is scanning every second. I will go through that, but that give you that, all of them, they printed really well if you just follow them in the momentum scanner. So now if you see here, there is now total, there are 24 signal right at this moment, but this change, this goes 30, 40, 50, but right now there's 24 signal at at this moment. So there is a so off which is like 24, but normally you have an option like you can minimize and maximize. Okay, I want to buy the stock which is 90% and above. There are only two stock which is 90% and above. But if I go down, okay, I'm a trader, I can take risk, so I want to buy at 80. So I have 14 alert. You see the 14 alert coming out of 24. So let's go to so all, right? There are 10 day trading stocks, five of them swing. Again, I'm calling the definition. The day trading is within 24 hours, within that means two trading day. The swings are 3 to 5 days. The longs are, you know, 3 to 6 weeks. Then long calls and bull put spreads, they're like movement. You make money and get out because it's a bit of different. So if you see here, right? There is something called auto scan. If you keep the auto scan on, it scan the market at every second and trying to give you new whenever there's a new alert comes in, right? So look at here. It's saying that emit is something, and it's saying that high at now. Okay, it detected at 726, but I would wait for market open, right? Hold 3 to 10 days, right? And it's saying that the entry of this stock here, okay, this is a long call. This is a call by aim at 550 call at $28. It gave me that, but it's a long call, but don't want to go long call. I want to show you something that day trading first. Okay, let's understand NXPI. So NXPI is one of the alert that comes in. Entry is 239 and target is 243. And this is the day trading, right? You click on the day trading here, then and you see this 239, 243, and this is by within 2 days. That means you are expecting this by Monday, August 10, today. Okay, it giving you a timeline that when it will go up and hit the target. Again, based on the technical analysis and all the sentiment, it just saw this NXPI. AMD, it is a day trading. No, no, I mean, AMD here. It is multi-day holding. It says that it's multi-day hold 3 to 6 weeks window, right? So here 2 days window and here 3 to 6 weeks window, right? So you need to see a little bit of detail just to make sure that you understand and what trading strategy you're taking in. And I'm open for feedback. We can always optimize. But again, you can always give me a feedback. So I think this would be better way, that would be better way. We can make a change. But the way it is designed, I'm just walking you through that. Okay. Yeah, Chris, I will come back to you in a few minutes. Okay. So this is like AMD. This is like Snow, right? 327 to 332 is the target. The TXN, so something like that. That's for your workbench. Uh, okay, so Chris, I think we will go back to the question like right after like 10 minutes. Okay, I just want to quickly go through the system. Then the whole window is open for that question, and I will come back to the screen. Please bear with me for a few minutes. Okay, so that's like that. Yeah, that's like you see them. Now, I want to, there's so much of other things that I have that I want to call you out. So the people who do not have lots of time and who believe on long term or who believe to hold like 3 to 6 weeks, they don't have time. So then the long growth, right? So long growth is altogether a different calculation. Okay, so you come in, you provide, okay, I want to find the stocks which is $100 billion and above. Okay, and I want to find the stock which I can buy today and sell it within 1 2 months. Okay, so that like a long term holding, like you don't have time for day trading. So then this is your long growth, and the long growth is here. Okay, when you click on that, this will come up, and it giving you a scoring. Nvidia scoring is by 223 and the target is 247. Okay, and it's saying that analysts flow positive, like 15 out of 15 analysts who the stock analyst, They're saying that it can hit 15 out of 15. All the technical alignment, the moving average, the momentum, and the 25 the 25 momentum, and the moving average, all the technical factor that I'm scanning there, all of them are giving indication that it can, within 2 months, it can hit to 247. Okay. The valuation, the valuation is important. Some stocks are very extremely valued, and because of that, and when there's a news comes in, they go really down. So valuation is also one of the factor that you see. MU, it's like 10 out of 10 valuation. Okay. That is some of the factor that you need to see here. Here, Dell already running 176% up and over 90 days. So Dell was like 113, 115 stock. And if you're following, Gen Z for last 2 months or 3 months, that Dell has given strongest return as I'm aware of, because it went from 115 to $480. And Dell, and there is another stock called DLL, the 2x of Dell. If you're following them, they went really, really high. So this 40%, I'm kind of trying to be too conservative and trying to add some of the numbers here. But any of them that you see there in the long term, they are good for 2 3 months, and you can hit the target. Okay, there are so many things that can influence. So that is where, like, I'm trying to be too more conservative and trying to control the numbers there. That's for the long growth. This is the most powerful functionality of the system, the momentum scanner. I think I have many people who have a daily target, like, hey, I want to make $1,000 a day, example. They just rely on the momentum scanner. Okay. And they're trying on this, they just rely on that, and they're doing really good there. So I'm administrator. So you will not have this option. But if you see that, Sunil, I'm definitely, I promise I will get back to you in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to answer this, I'll come back to you. So if you see that, normally, the open is like 9:30 to 9:30 a.m. EDT, like Eastern time, because this is only I was giving this option during the aftermarket, after hours as well, but the volume is not good, so I turn it off. So now, as I'm administrator, I have some option to start the scanning there. But let me start it. The momentum scanner works extremely well during the trading hours. The trading hours are 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern time, because during the time the market has the real volume, real data, and the real, I mean, so in the after hour, the volume is not strong enough. So my calculation, not giving me strong data during the after hour, because the strong confirmation with the volume, I don't get it. So I always recommend to use the scanner only during the trading hour. That is the reason I kind of turn it off entirely, so that people will not be get confused. But if you see here, if you see here, there are some stocks, right? There are some stocks which is simple small square button, right? They do not have any yellow flashing, but they're like sitting there. So when you see them, that means there is no alert. There is no alert here. But if you see them like CONL and AMU, this guy is flashing, this guy is not flashing, right? So you need to focus on the stock which is flashing in yellow. Okay. And there are so many, 26 of them, so many indicator, right? Which capture the market momentum. If market goes down, you will get alert. When market goes up, you will get alert. When market goes sideways, you will get the alert. And if you see here, right, let's consider Oklo. No, I mean, I want to talk to SMCI, right? I enter SMCI six time today, in and out, in and out, in and out, so many times, and I made a good chunk of money. So SMCI, it. So if you see that, some of the people have asked me question, sometime, the difference of the price, like NUGD 160.84, 160, 178, right? So it is a movement of scanner. The data that you see here is the data on every second. And if you're a scalper means like the people who trade, buy and sell in every minute, every 5 minutes, every 20 minutes, and you're sitting on the system, right? You're sitting for a daily target, right? The scalper, they want to see a small gain, and they want to make lots of gain, right? So if you see this NUGT, it alert the price, is for entry. It said that it entered at 160.84. That is the time the trigger, this trigger is saying 160.84. and it goes to 161.78, and exit time is 7:46. Right now it's 7:34, right? So again, I want to get an excuse out of it, because the time that you see there, it works perfectly during the trading hour. Right now it is not the trading hour, so the data was not able to accurately observe, so that is where I turn it up. But during the trading hour, I were able to give you exactly time by when it will hit the target. It is small change. If you see this, if you buy 10 NUGT stock at 160.84 and you're selling at 161.78, per stock you make $1, in 10 stock you make $10, right? So people, I mean, I have a lot of traders. I mean, a lot of people on the call here, and I know them. So a lot of people do all different strategy. So if I paying with the stock case, then I will, if I believe in only this, if I don't know option trading, I will buy this, and I will quickly, buy like 35, 50 in UGT $5,000. I make $70, $80 in 5 minutes, as in 10 minutes, I'm exit out, right? But the smart player, like the people who do option, right? What they do, okay, there is an UGT. So what they do, they immediately take an option call for 160.84. The moment it go to 161.78, they sell it, they exit out, and they made like $150 within that 10 minute, right? That's per contract, $150 per contract. So I'm telling you the data, right? You need to see, you want to play with the stocks or option on the momentum scanner. So I most of the time, I'm a day trader. I make 50 transactions a day. Most of the time, this screen is open for me, and it doesn't matter small, big. I specifically go higher low. Higher lows my favorite one, and the lower high is a favorite one. Higher lows are the target. This is my one, but again, you can choose all the different options that you have. The higher low is one that when the market go to the bottom and it picked up. I mean, I will show you some real example. Sorry, guys, I'm holding your questions there, but I will get back to you. Okay, please bear with me for a few minutes. I just want to call you something. I just want to show you what is higher low here. For people. Okay, so I'm just going to Tesla as an example. It was 326, right? It get down, then it picked up boom, like it picked up like $2, right? So this is the higher low, right? I want to capture some of those moments. So normally cancel. Okay, so what I do is I prefer higher low more, and the lower high. If you want to be on the long calls, you should prefer higher low. If you're going for puts, you will go to the lower high. Okay, but again, there are gap ups also works. I mean, I pick all of them, but that was my highest preferred one that I choose a lot. Okay. This is movement of scanner, and I will come back to this again. Um, I just want to continue my rhythm, and then I will close it for question. And there is called trade cockpit. This is bit of little of additional features. You would have remember when the market tank, right? When the market goes down, I give you that, hey, this is a time to hedge your portfolio. So when the hedging happen, the hedging will appear here on this section. Whenever I send a message every day in the WhatsApp that the bias is bullish or bearish, and 90%, 95% of the data that I say the bias, it work. The bullish and bearish, it always work. Okay, and 95% of the data accuracy that I see the history data. So if I'm setting this as bearish a day, I would ask you to keep a focus on a little bit on trade cockpit, because I will show you a screen here which will appear only when the VIX, the volatility index goes up, right? The VIX will come up. If the market going to go down, it will tell you buy the SPY put, take these stocks, because when market go down, it bring down your portfolio. Agree? And that portfolio loss that you're going to have, you can cover the loss based on this data, based on sorry, what the term I used? Hedging. The hedging can cover your market loss. So that's something hedging. But otherwise, if you just move over your screen and just move over your mouse, it will tell you what to buy, what to sell. You will just keep your mouse over. Whenever you see that something is saying hold, 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 don't buy. Here, don't. Okay, here is saying PLTR. Market is already picked up. So add on. But you add them only on the dips. It's asking to hold or add. But if you see here, build your portfolio candidate, like some of those stocks which are really strong technical today. If you see avgo is picked up really well from 370 to almost like $427 in last 2 3 days. And if you are on the trade cockpit, you definitely would have taken this trade. I AVGO is my favorite stock, and I put that in the message a few days before. AVGO and AVL, that is my favorite stock. I am always, in the moment it tank, I pick it up because they always give you the good money. And I have not failed for 4 years. Always they give me money, AVGO. But again, my point is like you just move over, keep your mouth over, it'll tell you what to buy, which is the stock really picking up, and the same thing, early movers are the one the foundation is getting ready to pick up, like like it's such, it come to a stage where it start it form that setup that it all is all getting ready to pick up to the next level. So that's the early mover this is a long growth, this is a discovery. And I think I'm covering so much. I think before I go to edge and option, um I think I like to open the questions before I go to edge and option because they are really, really, advanced feature. So, fire me. I think guys, sorry for you holding a lot of questions there. Now let me know what questions you have for me at this moment. Please, one by one, if you can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself, or let me know what questions you have before I move on. Please go ahead, Chris. Please, Sunil, yeah,
Right.
please go ahead. I mean, Chris, please go.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. So basically, on the first thing, like on the spotlight, you said like there are like about 5 trades that you're showing. Like, is there anything that we can add to the watch list as to whatever that we want rather than we getting what you're sending? Like, is there an option that we can add to anything to the watch list? Like, we just want to focus on the ones that we are interested on.
The watch list will only work at the momentum scanner.
Oh,
Because I know, yeah. So because the whole system is picking up only the 500, any stocks that is $70 billion and above. All right. So because see, that two a lot of things happen, Sunil. One is, um, if I start giving you a watch list option. Okay. Sorry, Anil, can you go on mute, please, if you don't mind? Or let me mute here. Yeah, sorry. Sunil, I think if I start giving an option to watch list, then as long as that watch list set it hit, and whenever this watch list hit a specific technical setup, then only it will appear. So I cannot promise you to give you 15 alerts a day, right? But if I and see, I'm not picking any penny stocks, I'm not picking any stocks where you may lose money. So the stocks I'm picking, it's okay to hold for a little bit of time because I mean, a lot of there is a stop loss, you can do a stop, but I try to keep, if I prefer to hold, I can maintain it for some time, and I have multiple strategy to come out if things go bad. But otherwise, I'm trying to bring up the stocks which is like S&P 500 and the because stock is $70 billion above. But again, if you have a watch list preferred list, then momentum scanner is your one where you can add your stock here. Like example, Nvidia. I mean, let's give a name like PLTR is already there, but I think you just edit there and that will appear here. And when you start your scanner, it will work. Okay, next question. Sorry, you have more questions, Sunil?
yes. And other thing is like here, right? Like as you see here, we do have an entry and we have a target. And sometimes what happens is, say, for example, on the first one for the NXPI, where I see an
Uh-huh.
entry as 239.51. Sometimes when I go in here, right, like I am probably at a 237 or something. So does it mean that I have to wait for 239 to enter, or on
No, no, no,
237
no,
itself
no,
I
no.
can still enter?
If you get 237, you're lucky, right?
Oh, I see.
because
Okay.
because you are getting a stock in a better price,
Oh, I see. I see.
right? Because the
And
technical
Mhm.
analysis, when the technical setup happen, so when if you see the technical analysis of an XPI, it perfect when it reached to 239, when the market opened 239, I see that everything is setting up in a way that it can hit to 243. But due to that, whatever their sentiment analysis or peer review, I mean peer pressure from like similar kind of stocks or some technical analysis or some guys selling heavy like big guy, it comes to 237. But I think anything that I whenever it goes below this line, I always buy. But you need to keep one thing in mind, Sunil. I think there is another alert that another agent. There are so many agents running. But another process that runs in parallel. Everything that I come here, I try to check them at every second. Okay, so whenever if I feel that an XPI is not setting up and there is some bad indication, get the agent get the bad indication that the stock may go down further based, then immediately it will give you a soft exit, because I don't want you to wait till the stock price. I don't want you to lose this $2. If so, let's take an example of snow. Snow is 327. Right now it is 330. Right? If at 330.49, if any of the technical indicator tell me that this guy can go a little bit more down, or this guy is showing that it can go down below stop price, then I will give you here a soft exit. That hey, right here. So at least you are still on the gain, but I want you to exit out. The reason I'm telling you that is there is no limit of how many alerts you can consume. The system is giving so many. There's no reason to stuck with one stock. So if I say no, I'm okay to exit out at $3. I'm gain. Let's exit out. Whatever the gain you are sitting on, exit out, have the case, and take the next one. You don't need to be stay on the snow all the time. Oh no, for the time, right? So that's like I want to give a exit so that you can exit out. Yeah.
And sometimes what happens is like say for example the target is showing us 332.59, right, for that
Mm-hmm.
snow. Like
Mm-hmm.
as the trade is going on, like when I go into Workbench and do a search on this particular ticker, like that time it shows as 336 or something. So the target, it either moves forward or backward, right? It keeps running, but it is not
So
like a fixed target, right?
no, it's not a fixed target. You see that this is a day trading, right? Which
Yeah.
means I scan that. Okay, so if you see the data, the data that comes in, I can analyze the data on a minute, 1 minute time frame. I can analyze the data on a 5 minute time frame. I can analyze the data at a 15 minute time frame. Then I can analyze the data at a 1 hour time frame. So it based on that. So based on the time frame, I analyze the data. So if you're a day trader, in make $3, get out. If you're a swing trader, yeah, you can wait. You can wait for like SCHW. Yeah, this is a very stable stop. you know Hold it, let it run, and you don't have time. When you come back, you hit the target, you exit out. So swings, yes, swings. I think if you see the swings and longs, you can provide a hit target, what is that called, limit price for exiting, selling out. But if you're day trading, make $2-3, exit out, because this is a day trade, because it's looking for a 5 minute or 1 minute time frame, 3 minutes and 1 minute, 5 minute time frame is seeing all of them, right? Because you're trying to analyze in multiple way. I take 5 minute time frame to give you the alert, but at the same time I scan it 1 minute so that you will not stop bleeding. So if something I see a negative, I'll give you a guys, exit out. Okay, please. Any other question? I think, Sunil, you have any more or you're good?
Hey,
Yes,
yes.
I
Yeah,
Sorry, this
please.
is Sunil now speaking. Yeah, yeah. So I
Okay,
have
so okay, yeah, okay, Sunil.
no, no, no worries. I have two questions, high level. So on the when we log in, say we are on the momentum workbench or spotlight, we get the splash screen saying, "Hey, buy this," whether it is a call or a
The pop-up, right?
pop-up. The the
The
pop-up life is probably couple of seconds. After that, where do I find that information?
Yeah. So there are two pop-up. Okay, I think so I already addressed that today. Okay,
Oh, okay. Oh,
so
sorry.
I know,
I
and
had
here,
system problem.
no, no, no,
Yes.
no, no, no. Actually, I saw that. So there are so much of alert that comes in here in this right corner. Okay, so those alerts are like overwhelming. A lot of alerts comes in. I think people hard
Yes.
to consume, right? And so
Yeah.
I kind of so I put a lot of filtration around that. And then
Hmm.
what I try to do, you see there's something called live alerts. This is something
Wait.
I
Yeah.
introduced.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So this is just something came up today after hour. Like, I just introduced this code, and
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
because
Okay.
because
Live.
I think
Okay.
maybe you or someone else, like a lot of people has asked that same question. So I have built a functionality so that it doesn't disappear and it stay
Yeah.
here. Right. So your
Yes.
existing
Oh, that
function
is
still
super
work.
helpful.
Your existing
Yeah.
function
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
work, but I
Uh
want to
huh.
bring those alerts, because see, live alerts are, you see, market scan. I'm scanning every alert every second, right? So many setup
Correct.
happen. So now I know that's why I was appearing here, but I saw some of those comment, then I tried to put that here, so you should be able to see them right here,
Oh, nice, nice.
starting Monday. I mean,
And
starting
on
now.
the
Yeah.
same, oh, perfect. On the same note, so these live alerts, sometimes they are for calls, sometimes they're just for stock. When it is for
No, no, no. So
options,
I want to
when they
I want to
say,
clarify. I want to clarify a
yeah,
little bit. So there are two type of pop-ups you get. One is a small, frame here, okay, on the right corner. So that would be here. The pop-ups that the red
yes,
color act now,
yes,
they
yes,
are
yes,
they are the they are I never miss them. Okay, and then they when they come, I mean, I act on them. Okay, so that comes with the long calls, that comes with the stock. It give those options
correct.
like long alerts.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
those one you can go to the spotlight, and there is something called alert history.
Oh, alert history. Okay, okay,
Okay, so the alert
okay.
history, the alert history. And guys, if you see this number right now, I mean, don't worry about it, because I do not have all the data here, right? But if you see that, they are, if you see all of the target hit, target hit, target hit. But and the way I'm still working on the screen, it's not fully ready yet. But if you look at here, they're all target hits. There's so hundreds of target you can see every day. But if you see that, this one example, right, it hit 47% of the target, right? For example, I think, Chris, I think when we were seeing that one of the stock, right, so it went off halfway, then market closed, but that means it hit 47%. It didn't hit the target price, but it hit up to a certain extent.
It was still in profits. Yeah, yeah,
Profit.
yeah,
It
yeah.
isn't. It is
No,
profit.
no,
And
that is
look
right.
at look
So
at
on
and
that question, oh,
so
nice.
no, no, this one. Look at this. So another example
Yes,
that I was giving there. So if you see this, I gave a target. It hit 41%, but then I'm scanning something in 1 minute every 1 minute time frame. I want to see that if the stock goes negative anyway. And the moment I feel a little bit of thing that, hey, I'm not feeling strong confidence that I can hit the target, I give you a stop it immediately. If you see this 8:36 a.m. today morning, Central Time is all my Central Time. So it hit 41%. It was almost about to hit the target, but the moment I see an indication, I stopped it and I flash you that, hey guys, exit out, so that you can exit with a 41% target, but you're not losing money.
got it.
You still
So
exit. Okay.
in yeah, yeah, yeah. In that is on the same note. So some of them are like if you remember, some of them are for calls and some of them are stock, right? For the
Mm-hmm.
calls, it does say, hey, it is August 14th call, August 21st call, and what's the strike price? It does what call to take. It does say, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't say what's the um, premium to get, like, at what premium it is expecting. I don't, like, I'm just asking, like, do you think it's a pass, like, for the
Yeah, yeah.
ones that are popping,
That.
we can also recommend, hey, take the
No,
August 21st one for $400 for 200 target for Apple, something like that,
we
just
can
like how we show
definitely
in the. So that
option
was
play,
one
right?
request I had. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
Th-
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
that was one.
Mm-hmm.
And my last question is, I know you didn't go to the options screen yet. In the options, so now, I mean, the changes that we made, they are super helpful. So probably I just want to tell you, I do options more than stocks because of the time that I have. So I can buy, I can set some target, and then I can just keep monitoring it, kind of. The multi-day and the daily is also helpful. So I'm trying to first try mostly multi-day setups, so that which I'm my understanding of that is it is for a longer term. Like, it's not daily momentum one; it's a multi-momentum one.
That is
So I
like
can
30 minutes,
uh,
1 hour time frame window. Yes,
correct. So I
yes.
can hold it longer.
Mm-hmm.
And the where it is confusing little bit is, or what information I was hoping for is, let's say I see SMCI or AVGO,
Mm-hmm.
it is almost there on a everyday basis, but probably you have been that is there on the options as a live one, which is not closed for last 4 days, for example. Like,
Because
because
if it is a
either it is,
multi-day, it is a
yeah,
multi-day. It is still there because it is a
it is
multi-day.
still there, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in that list, I was hoping if we can put a field that says the date when it alerted, because I
That's
like
a
I
that's a
landed up
simple.
taking, yeah,
So
I landed up taking three options of the very, very close strike prices, then I realized, oh, I already took that ticker. Uh, because if my scenario, I want to explain so you can see what is
So
best for all
so
the audience
so
also.
so I think, Sunil, I think the feedback that you're giving me, it is a pretty simple change. I have all the data. I just need to display on the UI.
Yes,
I mean, last time you gave me all the feedback here. I
yes,
mean, I would
yeah, yeah,
greatly,
yeah.
because see, every feedback
I
you
can put the
have,
feedback. Yes,
and
yeah.
that means it is on my backlog, and I can address that immediately that I get into there.
Okay, but
Okay.
I just wanted to
I know
explain.
that.
That's
Yeah.
why I joined. Is
I
like
no,
the
absolutely.
moment we know, hey, this is
Mhm.
coming from last 4 days, then I can see, oh, that $400 plus is because it's the same call that I took, and probably I exited at $200 profit, but you're still continuing to track because it's a September 4th expiry. So that way,
Exactly.
it will help me to figure out whether I want to re-enter or I want to find a new ticker to enter or things like that. So I don't know how others feel, but I felt if we can publish the first alert date, like when it started, when we posted it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a simple fix. I can do that. And please
Awesome.
edit
Yeah,
here so that I can address it
I
today or
will. I
tomorrow.
will.
Whenever
Yeah,
I get a
yeah.
chance, I will address that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Those are
Any
the main two questions I
no,
had.
no, thank
When
you.
you
Yeah.
walk through on the edge, I want to see how to use the edge
Yeah.
information. I
So
mean, I'm going there.
so
I tried last two
no
days,
no
but I want to know how to use the
no
edge.
no. So let's look into the edge, right? Edge. So I mean, edge is for that, like a little bit of advanced traders, right? Um, if you see that here, there are four different sections that I have. One is called index pulse,
Yep.
right? So the index pulse is something, I think, I know some people that here they do a lot of indexing, right? And if you see the index pulse, it try to get the sentiment of your index like SPY, QQQ, NDX, and SPX. They get the data in every second, and it looked into all the technical analysis that we do, and it'll tell you, okay, this is the time to buy or this is the time to sell. So and Satya will go back within a second. Okay, so so it'll give you all the alerts that you have, right? It analyze the data and give you the direction. Hey, it is bullish or it's bearish or whatever, like that. The sentiment and the data signals, and that will tell you the market direction of the time. Then what I try to do is I try to identify the data, and I'm trying to give you a index alert live. That, hey, I'm just giving one example here. Okay, I play a lot. I think some of the people that we have, that we are in a different groups that I'm part of, trading, right? Let me show you. I do a lot of SPX and SPY. So that's why I thought like it makes sense for the
Yeah,
people
I do
to.
SPX. That's why I wanted to
Okay.
understand a little bit.
No, sure. If you see SPX, because that's where the money is. The other things are small. So look at here. If you enter right here, 7734, it went up $30. And it was really flat. I sent a message today. Hey guys, the market is not moving. It is boring. But it slowly fell down. Then the moment it gave up, it went crazy up, right? Like $30 up. So if you were the guy sitting here at here, it will tell you, guys, buy. And it will give you that, I'm not giving SPX contract because they're very expensive. People may lose lots of money. I give a SPY contract. Okay, guys, get in the SPY and go in. Okay, buy 773 long. And the data that I'm seeing here, again, index trading are risky, but the money is real on SPX, because if
Yeah.
you take a contract here,
So
your
if you go
contract
back,
is. So one
the
second. So
SPX long,
one
yeah, yeah,
second. Yeah. So definitely, I think if you buy the contract here, it will cost you like 1.5 or $2, right? But when it is hit here, your contract will go from $2 to $2,000 within that 30 minutes. So the risk is, if it is go below, the $200 becomes zero immediately. But the $200 become like $10, $20, will fall down immediately. But if it goes up, it get like 100 times up. So index are very
very
risky
true.
if you are in. So be trade carefully if you are index player. Please go ahead. What the
No, no,
question that you have?
yeah. So in the edge, the question I had was where you see no, in the on the edge. So for example, QQQ
Uh-huh.
long at 722.67. So basically, the indication or the alert is buy a 725
It's a
call
long. Yeah.
of
Yeah. Buy.
right. That's what. Yeah. Not. I
Yes.
mean, either people can buy the QQQ at 722 and wait for it to go up, or
Yeah.
buy a call and
Yes.
see
So
when
so
where to exit.
these alerts are day alerts. Okay. Never hold
Yeah.
alerts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Index alerts are very sensitive, so please buy and close it on the day, or even I don't wait for the target. So example, if you see SPX here, I was in here and I made like $300-400 and I'm exited. I didn't wait for it to grow, because index, because a small chain, because there is a what is called the volatility, the value of the option goes down when it's closed, or there is a time decay. When it's getting time decay, the value of the option price goes down. So you need to get this up. You need to wait all the way long. So when I take anything from the edge, I take it, I wait for $100-200 and I exit it out. I don't wait for long run. But yes, please go ahead, Satya. Sorry for holding over some time. Please tell me what is your question there, Satya?
Before Satya comes and asks question, let me ask you this, right?
Yes,
So,
Ramana.
yeah, it says on the message, on the box, long at 722.67, 8 hours ago, right? So, can you go to chart and 8 hours ago, how much it was and what was, I mean, I think Sunil's question was how to read your message there correctly so that we can act correctly.
So look at here. So QQQ was fired somewhere here around the time, okay? And I was targeting for 722 here. I want to try to get this one.
Okay, so we buy a call at
It's a long, right?
uh-huh.
I get the confirmation here, and I ask you to buy here and target for 722, like somewhere here.
Okay, target is 722.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Right. Maybe what I can do for both of you, I mean obviously a lot of people has it. I will try to make it a little bigger, and I will tell you the time it fire exactly, okay?
Hmm.
And I will tell you some more data so that you are more, get more clarity there, right? But is ORP break is all about this move, okay? But I think I can make this more fat and try and add some more data, and I will make it no, and yeah, I can do that. That's a simple fix. But again, Ramana, I would greatly appreciate if you can add the feedback so that I won't lose it, okay? Because every feedback that comes in, it goes to my backlog and I address one by one. So please add that if you want to change this, and then I can take care of. Okay, please, Satya, Naga, whoever want
Hey,
to go, please go ahead.
hey, hi, this is Hemant.
Oh, Hemant, yes, Hemant, please.
Hey, on the same note of like a time decay, is there a possibility to add like a risk to reward ratio so you pick what makes really more sense in terms of the reward?
Let me note it down. Emma, that's a good point. You brought it up. Um, yeah. I think that's a simple data. I have it, but I think I will show that. So
No, I
rest to
mean like
reward ratio. Yeah. So
yeah,
you want
once
to
you
put
pick
that?
like out
You want to?
of the money
Yeah,
right target, right? So there are a lot of factor like which price you pick even those for spy or triple keywords like in the money or out of the money, what date and all those. So if a bot recommend like what make more sense in terms of the volume, call volume and all those things and time decay and all those factors, right? And
yeah.
that's like a risk, what risk
No.
you are putting for.
Ab- Absolutely. I think we have the data, because based on the data only I analyze it. Um, I think it would be a little bit of bigger, but I think it's fine, right? I mean, the goal is to make money, so I can
Yeah.
make it a little bigger and I can add those data so that you can take the right decision. Yes, please go ahead, Naga. You are on mute.
Can you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
can you hear
I can
me?
hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Thank you for taking my call. Do you have anything live GEX data?
We do. We do, but uh, there is still working on. It is
Okay.
gamma data is wait. Where's the data? Why is it not coming up? Scan now. It's after hour, but you can see the gamma data during trading
Market
hours.
hours. Oh, where
During
can I find
market hours.
that? Where can I find that?
Come again?
Where can I find that? Is that which tab?
No, this is an option alert. This is an option alert which is here, and this
Oh,
is only for the edge. Sorry, this is only for alpha users. It's not there for elite because yeah, this some functionalities are for yeah, it's been different, so it's for alpha. So if you're an alpha, then you can access to the data.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Satya, I think you had some question for me, or you already cleared your question, Satya. Okay, that's yeah. Any other questions we have, guys?
Yes, I have one more.
Please go ahead.
The other day we had the ZS, right? It started at entry was like 161 and the target was 167. So actually I purchased it and I was waiting and suddenly I started seeing it going down a little bit and there was a little panic and I sold it kind of thing. But then after hours, right? After hours, after trading hours, it slowly started picking up and it went all the way up. Like so, sometimes the target it reaches during after trading hours. Is that still okay to hold until then, until it hits the
Yeah,
target, or
yeah.
is it?
So Chris, I think when you take a trade, if you're taking a day trading, right?
Yeah.
That is where like I want to say that here, right? You're taking a day trading. I'm telling you to hold for 2 days because see, think about the data that I'm looking into, right? It goes to 56. I have 56 different algo. Then I have multiple gate before it pass. It come here, and I'm giving it 2 days window. Um, I think GS is a good company. I mean, normally, Chris, the way I do is I buy it and I wait for the time, for to mature, or if I make some gain, then I exit out, and it is a good stock. The market, it happen, the panic, because if you panic, you will lose money because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
cannot always see that the moment you buy the stock to go up. It never work. It never work. It can work. It can work if you do this kind of thing, only the index. If you're pretty good on the index, right, and that means you're into very precise to go up, right, but the data that if you panic, you will lose money. So maybe buy small quantity, buy, have a $100 target a day example. I'm just giving an example, right? Have a small target and start building that slow gain, because when you have multiple hundreds of gain, then people will, you will not get panic. I'm just my personal opinion, right? So I would say start with small, or I would say go with the momentum scanner. I think there are some people that were really had didn't get a lot of way to make the money. So I told them, start with the momentum scanner, make $100 target maximum, not much, makes $100 target, and make the momentum continue for 30 days. That means you made 100 transactions, perfect gain transaction. Then go to a little bit bigger. Then you can scale up and do things. But at least this works, guys. 95%, 90% of time it works. And if it is going down, it will tell you to stop it. I don't wait for you to hit the stop price. I don't wait because I want to stop immediately that start going down. And it's okay to make like $10 in the stock, which is fine. At least you're going $10 gain in the money, in the pocket. You're not going with a loss. So start with a scanner, have a daily target, make a little money, then then you can play with that gain. Sorry, yes, Naga, please go ahead. Naga, you have a question for me, or the hands on still there?
No, that's the previous one.
Okay. Guys,
Saros,
yes.
for some reason, I'm not. I have not connected to momentum scanner well. Maybe during the trading hours, can you take a little video of your screen and hey, do this action, or can you explain again? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
absolutely. No, I mean, what I can do, I will have a lot of time, down the line, so I can take some of small videos, and I can share it with you. I think we can maybe, yeah, definitely, Ramana. I think that's something I can build it. I can put it on the doc section, and I will let you know exactly when I put it, so that you won't lose it. Yeah, no, we can do that. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Or
not, I
is
have.
it possible, um, probably for any like a Friday or whenever you have time, like a 1 hour live session where people who can watch, basically, it's not for questions answer, but at least watch trade.
No,
And
yeah,
it
I mean,
doesn't
This is
it doesn't
yeah.
need to be 1 hour. It can be 15 minutes, like,
yeah. I'm just saying, like, like, oh, the moment something comes in momentum scanner, what's the flow supposed to be, or when something
No,
is in
I mean,
spotlight?
so when I send this WhatsApp, I take the I take the live alerts. I take the live one and I share it. If I just trying to bring another screen here. So if you see here, right? Example, I send this right during the trading hour. What I do is while I take a trade, and then the moment I take a screenshot and send in the WhatsApp. I'm not, so this is all live data. So if you see this, MPLL, right? Man, 50 cent is because it's 1 second. You're trading and it's a scalper. It's a I take 129 or I picked 199 stocks of MBLL, right? 200 stocks. I took it. I make went like 49 50 cents. I make $200 gain. I'm exit, right? Because the stock is $27. My 2,000, 4,000, 3,000 I have to spend on a stock to make $300, right? So I'm in and I picked up and I sold it. And when all the data that you see in here, all of them are the live data. Every day I'm sending, they are
No, that
live
is
data.
fine. So
Uh-huh.
how do you do it? Like, let's say on the MVLL, you enter, you wait for the 2 minutes to exit before you look into something else, or you
Oh,
just
so the way I have a different setup. I have 5 different monitors, okay, and
Mhm.
all stacked up and down. So one monitor screen is running, and one screen I have my account, my portfolio, which is running. Then I have all the 5 different, right, and I'm standing on my keyboard. So when when MPLL is saying that I got 150, 161, because the live tracking that every nanosecond the data refresh in the trading platform. And when I say 170, okay, I go and click it and exit out. I'm done. Because I don't wait, because I take 70 to 80 transactions a day. I don't take it one or two, and I can't wait and hold for this one. I'm looking around all over the screen, and okay, buy something from the spotlight, buy something from the workbench, buy something from the option, buy something from the index pulse, or buy something from the movement scanner. And in my one laptop, one screen, when the screen goes green, any of the trade, I just I set it up like a double click and exit out. I'm using Fidelity Active Terror Pro. Okay, I love the tool, but if you are, I don't know what tool you're using. I liked it very well. It gave me a lot of option to quick in, quick exit. So I'm using Active Terror Pro.
what is it?
What do you spell
Fidelity?
that?
Fidelity Active Terror Pro. There's a tool. I'm going to put that in the group here. And do not take the latest version. There's old version. Fidelity Active Terror Pro, older version. Okay. So you need to have that tool, and it's a software that you need to install on your laptop, on your machine, and you can play. That helps me a lot.
What does it
So
do actually? What does it do?
No. I mean, that's a tool which can, the way. See, trading is all about execution. How well you in, how quick you in, how quick you exit. This is all about the movement, right? So if you play with Robinhood, or if you play with the trading platform, you need to use something which can act faster, which is where you can click and you can get things done. So I'm using that tool. This is my personal preference, but a lot of people are using Think and Swim and some other trading platform that you're using, but it's up to you. But again, that's my trading platform that I'm using from Fidelity for trading.
okay, so any bank account can be connected, meaning
Yeah,
it is like a trading platform like a
yeah,
Robinhood
yeah, yeah. Just
or
like
okay,
Robinhood, yeah. But it is Fidelity.
got it.
Yeah.
So that platform allows you to transact from 7:30 Central?
That will allow you from 6 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. So 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. It give you 12 hours, right? 6 to 8, 12 or 10. So it'll give you 10 hours, 6 to 6, no, 8, 12 hours, sorry. It'll give you 12 hours window.
So
So
you
pre-market,
have to.
pre-market, after,
Mhm.
during market, and after hour. You get 3 different session for trading.
So you still have to place limit orders before and after?
Before and after should be limit. Market hours should be market. During the market, it's a market hour.
Okay.
All
And
right.
some of the trades, right? Like after trading hours, like they seem to be going too high in price and all that stuff, right? Is it riskier to buy after trading hours to make it? Because during off trading hours, like it makes better money, and morning it starts to fall down.
Dude. So I think who is saying Naga or Chris? Chris, you are saying looks
No,
like, right?
Chris, yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
buddy, I make lots of money only. I mean, I make a lot of successful transaction. I want to say that I make a lot of successful transaction during the pre-market and during the after hour, because trading hours, it goes different way, but pre-market and after hour people make really good, because that's where a lot of big moments happen. Because when market comes in, the big player already in, they already exited. They don't wait for the market hours. So you should use a platform which should allow you to trade before market open and after market close. Okay, so I mean IBKR give you more option, but somehow I love, and I'm using for 10-15 years like Fidelity, so I'm using that. But you should trade during the time. Never leave those time frame. You see something okay picked up and you are in gain, exit out in after hour, because there is no limit of how many opportunity. There are thousands of opportunity every day. Never feel that an opportunity is gone. You can really take. There are so many. There are so many stocks. So many opportunity comes every day. You make the gain on a stock, exit out, pick the next one. No sympathy. Never ever have any sympathy to any stock. I mean, no connection. You okay? I love Nvidia. No, never do that. Just make $200 and you are out. Yeah.
All right.
No, I think yeah.
On
One
that
question.
note, actually, oh, sorry. Please go ahead. Yeah, I'll ask later.
So I'm going back to those alerts. Can you add which screen that alert is coming from, if it's a spotlight or momentum, or is that too much to ask?
No. So the alert come through multiple gates, right? And I display the alert in different screen, because it a trader package can see 15 alert at a max. A pro can see 30-40 alerts a max. An elite can see unlimited, and alpha can see unlimited, right? So it's the same alert. Then I try to channelize that, which channel I need to push it. I should push it to trader, I should put pro, a workbench. So practically behind the scene, it is the same alert. um, I I mean, I don't see any lot of value for taking it to a trader versus workbench, like pro spotlight versus workbench. I think we can, because same
No,
alert is there
no.
in two
So
places.
here's my point. So if I see an alert, I want to go to that particular screen and look for that rather than scan.
Oh, when the pop-up comes in, you saying,
Exactly.
okay, please put that in the feedback. I will address. I will promise I will address that. Okay, I know I have all the wirings. I just need to enable this. So please add that in the feedback. I will take care of it.
But
What was the
you
question,
got
by the
the
way? I'm sorry.
point, right?
Come again?
What was
You
the
got
question?
my
I was just.
No, so Ramana, I think the feedback that you gave it, if you can add that in the feedback, I will add that and I will address that. Okay. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
fine. Yeah,
okay. No,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
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 So my question is, in the cockpit, now we have the portfolio builder, right? So where it says, hey, this is this much percentage and things like that.
Hold on. Let me go there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the portfolio,
It's coming up.
yeah. No worries. Like
Oh yeah.
in that section now in the new section we have the
Yeah.
portfolio builder where you're recommending what can be added. So if I'm looking at Palo Alto Networks or these stock,
Uh-huh.
how do I make the decision? Should I add them now, or is it telling me that this has
No. So
grown this much after you
no,
started indicating them?
keep the mouse over. And if you, okay,
Okay.
let's pick one here, right? So
Okay.
XLI, right? You see, build your portfolio candidate. Price is 185. So why this hold up? Because obviously checking the SPY, taking the uptrend intact, taking the moving average 50 and 200. You look, the RSI is 59, which is ideal a buy zone, right? It
Hmm.
is within 3% of the 52-week high, which is like, normally this is the best practice people does that. So,
Yeah.
and there is, so you should add one, up to 3% of portfolio you should have it. If you see that somewhere here, let me see, I will give you some example, which you will like it here. So normally one of the best practice that I define here, okay, it doesn't say that. Okay, but I think during the market, I will show that. One of the practice that I maintain is I maintain maximum up to 3% or 4% of my portfolio to one stock. Okay. I do not
Correct.
load my portfolio with same stock with 20%, 10%, 20. No, I never do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I only keep maximum 4% at max. One stock can hold up to 4%. So think about, if I see build your portfolio, I can buy PNW, right? The Palo Alto. I will buy 2%. Then I will see the momentum of a few days. Then I can add another 2%. Then I can hold maximum up to 4% in my portfolio. I will not go beyond than
Got
that.
it. Got it. Okay. So basically meaning if I see a new ticker in that portfolio, let's say I'm trying to build a stock portfolio of 50,000, which is not for day trading, then
Uh-huh.
we divide this into equal percentage. And how, how will I know it's time for me to exit
I'm
from the
not a
system?
yeah, I'm okay. From the system,
Yes.
I'm not a long. So my mind never works for the long term. And when I build the system, I'm a
Okay.
short term player. So I built it here.
Got
Like
it.
think about it. If I build PNW, and I feel
Hmm.
like I got a decent profit, I exit out. And
Got it.
this
Hmm.
section appear different stock, different setup every day. It doesn't stay.
Every day.
This doesn't stay like every day. This change.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This change
Okay.
because this is
Hmm.
because this change because a lot of stocks setups change every day, right? So when
Correct. Correct.
something fit in, then you can add in. So that's how it works, like but it's
Got it.
not your
So
fixed
the
portfolio. Yeah,
profit coming out is up to individual, but we
yeah.
can pick stocks to add to the stock
So
portfolio
when
from
in
here.
your portfolio, you can take one of them and you can add it to your portfolio, but you don't need to stay for exactly the same one. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. No, the point I was coming from is the way I was reading it is outside of doing day trading every day you're making $200 $300 profit, whatever target you are making. With that profit, I'm trying to build a portfolio. Let's say I bought Palo Alto Network one stock today, GE, but then after a certain point I need to come out of it and then add something new. Or once it came into the portfolio, now it is at a 52-week high, which means it might start dropping. So now it's time to exit the portfolio and something new should come in.
That is
So I'm
correct.
trying to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
how, from a system point of view, can it, like, just like add to the portfolio anything that says, hey, if you already have these stickers in your portfolio, if you have profits, come out, kind of an indication to say, hey, it has made good profit, so it's time for a pullback potentially in that context,
I
like
think
almost like a short indicator.
yeah, yeah. Because we do not track what you have on your portfolio,
Got it.
right?
Oh, got it.
So
Okay, okay.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
because
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, we do not make this doesn't track the individual portfolio. But
Got it.
there is something that I added recently called journal. Okay,
Oh,
where's the
okay. Yeah,
journal
there next to growth.
to grow here. So this is something I added for you. So I mean, obviously, it is not fully built yet. I can do
Hmm.
something if you can write the story so in the way you're looking for.
Okay.
So I can, whenever I can give you some flag here, like in here, right? I can give you
Hmm.
some kind of option. I mean, you should track, example, you should track. Then the moment you should track, the data can come to a journal and sitting on the journal. Where's the journal again?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It is sitting on the journal, and then I can track the journal for you, and I can tell you that
Yes.
okay, so here, and I okay, so and I can add the journal here, and that means you can see your portfolio sitting here. Okay,
Correct.
and
Correct.
that can
Yeah.
show the live tracking price. Then I can have some kind of intelligence here. Will tell you, okay, you already made like 20%. I think it's time to exit, or it might tell you the
Yes.
market start
Yes.
picking negative. You should exit out. I think
Correct.
I just
That
need to
will
do
be
some
super
wiring.
helpful.
And
Yeah.
I should do some wiring. I think
Okay.
you
We
can.
can try it. We can try it. I will start building it so you can see how it's coming. We
No,
can
no, I think
definitely. I think.
I
Yeah.
heard from you sometime back and I built that,
Yes.
but I never. So if you build this, if
Okay.
you
Okay.
build the story, then I can work on that, and
Okay, these
I
two
can.
points I'll put it in the feedback so we
Yeah.
can iterate. Thank you. This is
No,
super
thank you.
helpful. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Yeah.
And one last question, probably it's not in your application. It's like on the trading view. Say, for example, I know that after 4 o'clock, like it goes on the post trade, like, and it shows as a post and it shows the price moving up and down.
Mhm.
But after a certain point, at about 8 p.m. or something, like I don't see like the post coming up kind of thing. It
No,
only
no. So
shows.
it is the market hours are 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, after that, if it is blue, that means it's a post
No,
price.
no, market close. Market close after 8 p.m. You won't able to. I mean, lot of platform doesn't allow you to trade after 8 p.m.
Or even Thinkorswim? No.
Thinkorswim, I never used it, buddy. You need to see. I never used it, but I think the volume is really low. The data.
Thinkorswim does the
Yeah,
after
it allows.
hours
It
too,
allows.
Oh,
in
it
case
does.
It
somebody
It
is
does.
allows.
using.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
allows.
yes, it
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. But I think, see, my point is the volume. So actual volume you'll see at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, 7 Central. Sorry, I'm in Central. I'm in Central. So 7:30 a.m. Central. You calculate. Okay. I don't know what time zone you are. 7:30 a.m. Central till 6 p.m. Central. I think the volume is there. But before that and after that, the volume is really low. But I think if a stock is up or down, make a benefit of that. Sell it in a pre-market and sell it after hour. And if it is in the green, book the gain. Don't worry about. I mean, never see there is always multiple alerts that is available. You don't need to stay with one. If some alert giving you $300, book the gain and look for the next one.
But the issue is between the ask and the bid price after hours seems
You
to
know,
be
you need to
the
put you
spread
need
is
to
a little
put
high, actually.
yeah, you need to put something in the middle, or you need to try to adjust the price because it's a limit order. You need to adjust the limit to see what the maximum gain you can make.
Right, right. Okay.
Yeah. Because if there is no volume, the gap is too high. But if the volume is too high, the gap is really, really low.
Got it.
Okay. But otherwise, thank you everyone
Yes,
for spending a
sorry.
yes, yes,
Saras,
Murli. Yes, Murli.
one
Yes, Murli.
last question.
Please go ahead. Please
In
go
the
ahead.
momentum scanner, you said like we can use those alerts for the option trading, right?
Mhm.
Can you please explain one example like that? How to? I mean, I understand like it's like whatever the target is like, we can take nearby
See, example,
nearby.
I'm going to give an example. Okay. So let's consider whose is for HOD Hood, right? Robin Hood, right? You see example, Hood is going up. Okay, not Hood. Let me see something else as an example. Okay, let's take MSTR. MSTR,
Mm-hmm,
okay? Okay. It's saying that the entry is 103.59 and exit is 104.73. It's saying
mm-hmm,
76% confidence. I take everything that is above 50%. I never lose any of them. Okay. So it's
mm-hmm,
saying 76% confidence. So what I will do, and its exit is by 8:56 a.m. So the central, because this is my local time. It came in and telling you that the stock is going to go by $1.2 within next 10 minutes, right? I will
mm-hmm.
take $103 contract for $200, right? Or one for $50, $100, whatever is there, right? I take 103 contract and I will sell it the moment it get close to
For the
that.
same. So expiry is the same week.
Yeah, it's no, guys. Anything that you're taking from the momentum scanner is for 15-20 minutes, not even a day.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. So anything that you're picking from the momentum scanner, because this is a time frame, 5-minute time frame zone, and this is picking the moment. Okay. So
mm-hmm.
any option you picked up, it is the same day option, and you sell it. But like, so think about it, if I take one contract here and selling it here, I make around $150 per contract, right? And you have a strong confidence, you can take 10 contracts, 5 contracts, right? And you make a quick gain here. Because the
Got it.
Saraz, you're not sharing anything on the screen.
I'm sorry. I'm saying all that from okay. So here, wait, my apology. I
Start
didn't
all over
realize that.
again.
Okay. Now here, so you see that here, right? So if you see 103, you see, okay, this is the master MSTR, right? If you see the 76% confidence score, okay, so
Okay.
that means I have a really strong that it will go up, right? So I come in It's saying that exit is 8:56 a.m. That means the next 10 to 12, 15 minutes, the stock going to be go up to $1.5 with the next 15 minutes, right? So I'm taking a trade at 103 price. I take a ticket as 103 by contract, 103 target price. I'm exiting it, and when it went to here, I make around $150 to $170 per contract. Okay, and because you are in the money, I take in the money 103 in the money. I am in. I'm exited 1045. I make $150 per contract within next 10 minutes. Okay, then if you feel like if you're super confident the score is really high here, 68%, 74%, 63%, 71%. I never miss them, guys. Because I have my machine has been there for like 2 months, right? And I have a history of 53% gain. Again, this data I'm kind of a lot of conservative numbers, but with 76% confidence is really really good. So I will go in 103 in the money, buy 104, the moment it goes up, I make $200 contract gain, exit in 10 minutes. I'm done for this MSTR.
Right.
So we
So
have
that
to take
history
trades which are
53% means,
finish it off, please.
right. Sorry, yeah. So the history 53% means it's 53% times a success, or
No. So that there are a lot of like the algo which generated this alert. This algo is coming from all the data that I had, because I see this the algo that the system has generated MSTR, and that algo is I'm trying to match it up here, because historically that algo, how much successfully it happened within last 30 days or 40 days, because the system is really new, and the data that we had earlier, the system has been tuned 1,000 times in last 2 months. Okay, so when I say 53% historical 53%, it is, I feel like this 80% guarantee. I mean 80, not guarantee, I never say guarantee, guys, no, on the recording, no guarantee. Okay, I say 53% means I feel like it's 80% probability that it can hit, and when it's coming is a 76% confidence score with 80% of historical data hit the target, I will go in the money 103 and I exited 104.5. And again, when you're buying the contract in the money, you please put $20-$30 stop price, so that if any reason it goes south, you will not lose money. Because because I can, the moment I get an indication, I can give you stop, or I will tell you to exit, right? But when you're taking in the money, because something goes south, your contract can lose the money pretty quickly. So put something called put a $20 down stop price and go with that. But it is a pretty smooth ride, $200 per contract.
Got it.
Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate all of your time. Again, I'm available. We'll go for more session as needed. But otherwise, anywhere you feel like any
In
feedback that you
WhatsApp,
have.
sometime you should take a picture of your workstation and post it. It'll be fun to see the 5 screens.
I have it, and I definitely. I mean, it's like five machine all stacked up, left and right. My yeah, I can share.
Also,
Thank you for the time. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm looking for that kind of system. If you have any recommendation, we'll take it.
Dude, this all 32 inch machines, there's a 28 monitors. I have like all stacked up, lined up all together, sitting in the stand up in the middle and just do left and right. You just,
Yeah,
I mean, it's your office space, the way you can design. Yeah, but if you're a trader, if you're working on a single laptop, I mean, if you're a day trader or scalper, right? Then you need a better setup, because so that trading is all about quick decision, quick execution. So you need to enable the platform in a way that you can quickly execute, so you can we can make quick transactions so that it can return you well.
yeah, I have 3 right now with 1+2, like laptop and 2 screens. Feeling like not enough, so I have to expand.
No, absolutely, yeah.
that's
No,
why I was asking you to send a picture. At least it'll give some ideas on the kind of setup that is making successful people success, right? So
no, I think, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. No, awesome, guys. But
yeah,
otherwise, any questions you have, please ping in the chat and we can connect it. Okay. Thank you.
thank
Hey,
you.
Have a
Yeah.
have a
great
have a nice.
session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye.